Hi, everyone. I'm Pam Gibson, and I'd like to talk to you about chemical and electrical hypersensitivities today. So what are MCS and EHS? Multiple chemical sensitivity, MCS, is a condition where people become sensitive to low levels of common chemicals, such as pesticides, paints, vehicle exhausts, fragrances, and new carpets that are tolerated by other people. The symptoms can involve any bodily system and include fatigue, brain fog, headaches, muscle aches, and memory difficulties. The prevalence is 12 to 16% in a number of countries, but has doubled in the US to 26%. Electrical hypersensitivity involves experiencing symptoms to electromagnetic frequencies from appliances, medical equipment, fluorescent lighting, computers, cell phones, etc. Symptoms include concentration difficulties, fatigue, skin irritation, headaches, vestibular problems, muscle or joint pain, and chest pain. Prevalence is 1 to 3.5% in several countries, but higher in Taiwan. So what are the life impacts of these? Well, they affect just about everything. Medical care, community resources, education, going to the homes of friends and family, but work is absolutely paramount. In my online study of 275 people, 83% of women who had worked with sensitivities at some point, only a third were still working at their careers or jobs. The major purpose of the study was to examine work accommodations and workplace harassment. So here you have the work accommodations. Of the 275 in the study, 179 had asked to work in a fragrance-free area, and you can see only a quarter were successful, 25.7%. The request to use less toxic cleaners, 42%. The folks sensitive to electricity requesting the removal or turning off of electrical items, such as computers and fluorescent lights, over half were successful with that, but you see there weren't that many asking. So the work harassment is really the bad news. Of the people who asked for accommodations, 95% reported that their coworkers were unwilling to change their habits to work with them. 92% reported getting derogatory comments. 58+% reported that people increased the amount of perfume that they wore after the worker stated it was a problem. And if you state that it's a problem, what you're stating is that it makes you sick. Down at the bottom, we see the really bad news. Verbal abuse endured by 57 people, physical assault by 14, and harassing phone calls by 6. So how can we make work accessible for these people? This is an employment crisis like no other. In my mind, it's critical that disability awareness be expanded to include chemical and electrical hypersensitivities. Just having fragrance-free workplaces would allow thousands of people who are now excluded to work and support themselves and their families. We need workplace awareness of sensitivities to prevent harassment of those with these disabilities. We need recourse for persons who are driven out of the workplace by a lack of accommodations or traumatic harassment from coworkers and supervisors. I hope you'll visit my research website to learn more about electrical and chemical sensitivities, www.mcsresearch.net. This is my site, and all of my articles and presentations are there. And if you have sensitivities, you can read my self-help book for free online or download it. Thank you so much for listening.